We got to solve one big problem. We got a big gaping hole here in my shop. It wasn't a big deal in the summer, but now that the cold weather is starting to roll in, makes it a lot harder to work in here with the wind. Making our way out here to the scrap metal pile. We're gonna find a good piece of sheet metal and whatever else we need to get this job done. My dad's on the other side. As I was holding it, he was screwing it in place. I don't really care how aesthetically pleasing it looks. It's just kind of a wind blocker for us. Cut off this extra piece of wood we got here. My dad went through and cut off as much of the wood as he could with the circular saw, but we still got a sliver of wood left that's gonna be in our way when we go to install the next sheet. So we're pulling out a couple other tools. The Sawzall couldn't get the job done, but we pulled out this little electric chainsaw we got. He's getting some oil put in it. We're gonna see what it can do to get the remainder off. Got the job done with the little chainsaw. Perfect. Let's move on, get the next sheet. Instead of cutting the sheet metal, we just went ahead and overlapped it. Got it screwed in place from the outside. My dad's adding a couple more screws. Found two more smaller pieces. That way we can close up across the bottom a little bit more. This is the view from the outside of the shop. The back side of the sheet metal is all the same color. In an ideal world, I'd like it to be the same color, but it is what it is. It keeps the wind and rain off of me. Makes it a hell of a lot easier to work in here. Get all these tools put back where they need to go. Move on to something else. Let's get these guys called over here. Not a bad view from in here. Let's get this coffee made and head back out. Building another kind of attachment for the tractor. Homemade, of course. Nice. Fits like a charm.
Big. It's wood splits.
Cool, so we got these forks a while back. They're pretty damn heavy. We already have an attachment for some forks, but it's kind of heavy for the tractor once you put a load on. So we're gonna build another set. It's gonna be a little bit different. That way we have different sizes available. Now we just gotta find a way to attach them onto here. Getting the tractor brought over here on the pad. My dad's getting ready to start welding some stuff together. After a little bit of back and forth, we got the tractor leveled out. That way the front end is level. Now I'm getting ready to hook up the welder and let my dad get to work. A little bit of prep work. Easy part's welding. Hardest part is making sure everything's where it needs to be. I'm gonna try to get some of these machines broken down. I brought this one, and this stackable. All four of them are for parts that need to be scrapped out. So I'm gonna start tearing them apart. And as he needs me out here, I'll help him. One step at a time. What a man. We ran into a bit of an issue. The end of the welder that holds the rod broke. We've had this welder for a while. It was on its last leg, but it should be a quick and easy repair. You're just gonna have to expose some new wire, use an Allen wrench, get the screw off, put the copper wire back in there, and get back to it. Feed it through. Good as new. Perfect. He's about to put a new electrode in it and get back to it. Slight hiccup. Quick 5-minute job, back to it. This is how we got this big old tractor leveled out. Piece of cement under there. The ground here isn't perfectly level, but we want the forks to be level. We got the piece of wood here for precaution. We use this piece of cord just to tie it off. After getting everything welded together, now we gotta cut some holes out. That way we can latch it in place. One way or another, we're gonna get it done using what we have. We already have a couple attachments for this tractor. The original bucket that came with it, which in the past we tried to build some forks off of it. They just weren't strong enough. They were gonna bend the bucket. This for the PTO, which goes to the Zeter and this tractor. And then this set of forks, which we built this past summer. They're good, they get the job done, but they're really heavy and the front end of the tractor can only take so much weight. So that's why we're building a new set that's gonna be a little bit lighter, but strong enough to still pick up a lot of weight. Let's get him a new electrode. Sir? For tonight, we're gonna call it quits. We got most of that welded together. It's not 100% complete, but nightfall is arriving, so I'm gonna clean up these tools, get the shop closed up, run our sprints, and go work on some dinner.